Motovlogs here, and welcome to a steady Sunday morning. Today I'm heading off up Lincoln way and around the sort of the east side of the North Midlands way, so around Hull. We should be passing Quadlock Park, so that gives you like a ballpark figure of where we are. But yeah, I've got no idea where we're going. I know we're going to Guy Martin's pub for some dinner. Again, I don't know where that is, so I won't be leaving today. But we are riding with a few of us, and we're meeting at the services over at Ferrybridge at 8:30. So it should be a nice hour trip over there on the motorway. Have some brekkie, and away we go. And today, I'm bringing you along with us. So stick around, folks. Hopefully it's going to be a good one. You know as much as where we're going as I do today, so let's discover it together.
Spain, wasn't it? I done Lanzarote to John O'Groats in a day. 16 hours. Yeah. 5 stops.
On GS?
Yeah.
It'd be nice to have
You take this crap all the way up the motorway until you get past
the need any gems. Got 4 bars, hang on. That is 80 mile. Be alright. So good morning, folks, here we are at Ferrybridge Services. Oh, what time is it, you know? 10 to 9, not a super early one, but definitely enough to have a nice day out on the bikes. So then today we're out with the Super Duke R, the Gen 3, that's the one I rode on the video. Test rided that, beautiful bike to ride. I'll leave the link up at the top of the screen for you guys on the computer and on phone these days. And we're out with a BMW GS 1250. I know the GS fans, don't worry, I'll get some nice photos of that. And my BMW S1000 XR as well. I've had a ride of that, but it's not been on the channel. So anyway, let's have a quick look of how the KTM's holding up with the ceramic coating on it, all we can. So I've put a few more little things on her. I've put some new rear brake pads in, and a smaller plate on the back as well as a tail tidy since the last time you've seen her. And also I've bought an SC Project SC1 slip-on, so this Acura is up for sale, $450 if anybody's wanting it, if I haven't sold it by the time this video's up. And yeah, that's about it. Then got the Quadlock mount, which I'm yet to do a review on, but yeah, it's got the anti-vibration dampener on it, but the thing is, my phone's already ruined from an old phone mount, so can't really review that. Yeah, polish the pipes up, but yeah, the ceramic coat is doing really well. I mean, just like little bits of muck like this just wipes straight off. Yeah, lovely bike, folks, brilliant at the minute, really enjoying it. Want some new tyres for it. Don't know whether to go with the Road 6s or just for summer go with some more sporty tyres like the S22s. See what the prices are like on them. Really enjoying the bike so far, folks. It's forever surprising me. And once the SC's on, I'll probably be getting a map for it as well, so I can finally try out sport and track, because at a minute they're a bit jerky. But yeah, what a spectacular morning it is. It's never like this when I set off, ever. So yeah, folks, I have absolutely no idea where we're heading off today. And again, just a quick apologies about not having the B camera. Obviously now the bike's ceramic coated, it's a nightmare to put any sort of adhesive tape onto the bike. So anyway, I won't be speaking for this first half because we are going to hit the A roads on the motorway, so there'll be a little bit of wind, I anticipate, as now. So I'll speak to you when we hop off, and I'll see if we can find where we're going. So in a bit. Well, that was a long stint, all quarter of a mile of it. Literally, as soon as I turn the camera off, then we come off at the first exit, and I'm glad I put the camera back on, because today is going to be a very different ride to what we usually go on. Usually we go north, we head into the Lake District, you know, all the Yorkshire Dales, the Northumberland, all these hilly areas, where today we're heading over Lincoln way, over by Hull. There should be a lot of these nice B roads, all these nice flat places, because like I say, usually we end up on these really hilly areas, but it should be a nice flat run today, and I'm really looking forward to it. In fact, what I should probably do, a good tip for you all, is I don't use Calimoto a lot for navigation. I just don't really gel with it that well. I have my opinions on it. I've done some sort of review on it and a few videos. I'll leave them up the top if you are interested. But the good feature Calimoto does have is if you load Calimoto up and just leave it running in the background, then it will track where you've been. And if you ever come across a nice road or whatever, just take a quick snapshot, and obviously you know where you are if you go on Calimoto. Or another way that Rich was telling us last week, Mr. Richie Vida, is if you just take a photo on your phone and then go onto the maps, you can actually see where that photo is, which I think is a brilliant idea, and I can't believe I've never thought of it. But yeah, it's a good one that, Rich, if you're watching. Really good tip. So let's say you stop here, you have no idea where you are, snap a photo on your phone, open the photo and put on location, and you know exactly where you are. Good idea that, especially if you're out on tour or you're somewhere where you've never been before. But this is what we've been waiting for, folks. Welcome to spring. So yeah, folks, the video with Richie Vida. So last week, well, I think it was 2 weeks ago now, or maybe 3, I'm not sure. We took Rich up into the Yorkshire Dales and we had a little ride around and then some dinner at Tanhill. But the reason that video took so long to get out, and I do apologise, is the fact that Rich had to send me over 90 gigabytes worth of his footage, which was 4K and 50 FPS, so that is a hell of a lot of footage. And then I had mine. But the thing is, when I import it into my, this is just for you video nerds, when I import it into my timeline, my footage was in 29 FPS and his was in 50. So I don't know the ins and outs of it, but something with the bit rates, what had happened is his kept skipping in front, so I had to take all his files, import them into Final Cut, then export them all as 29 FPS to then put them into mine, and it just took forever, the amount of waiting and export times I was doing. I mean, we got there. I'm really happy with the video so far. There should be probably 1 or 2 more to come out, because I don't want to just leave everything out. We had a lovely conversation and just a bit of a catch up, so I know a lot of you people as well that watch both channels. It's nice to see us together, and like I say, it was nice to just get a ride out with Rich. I mean, the last time I saw him was probably at the weekend, and everybody wants to speak to Rich at the weekend, so nice to have a little natter. Just being sat on these little back lanes, these little B roads, for about 10 to 12 mile now, and just the tranquility and how flat it is so alien to me. Like, from where I live and where I ride, I've ridden like this before. I mean, over by Selby Way and around Squires and Sherburn, around there it's a little like this, but to just be continuously going in and out of villages and around, it's this early on a Sunday morning before like the world's woken up. It's definitely a different side of riding. So dinner wise today, we're stopping off at the Guy Martin's pub, so we're going to have a nice bite to eat there, and apparently it's very personalised to Guy Martin, so it'd be nice to well, like I say, I've never really explored this way. If I ever go east from where I'm based, it usually is towards the coast, and again northeast, you know, up Pete English's way. Yeah, today we're just heading directly east. See where that goes. Well folks, look at this. There is no road signs or street signs or anywhere to say where we are, but it is gorgeous. I don't know what this is here, whether that used to be like full of, looks like a reservoir where that used to be, maybe a bridge there and a jet, I'm not too sure. Yeah, it looks like this used to be just filled with water, all this, from where the river goes. Or maybe it's an overflow for when it floods, because probably out here it gets a lot of floods, but that's the thing with like flat land, is if there's any like troughs in flat land, then there's nowhere for it to run, and it's where you get your floods from. So I bet around here is a bit of a pain when the weather's a bit grey. Oh, Barnby Dun, that's where we are, folks. Oh yeah, especially with God, there's the amount of rivers and canals and stuff. I've got some nice photos of that, both of them. I hadn't taken any photos at GS before. They're
photogenic.
Just nice day for it. Yeah. Especially now they're both clean and coated. You can't see them in person, but sometimes on camera when you put an effect on it, you can see little scratches in tank and stuff. Ruins a photo, but...
I said, when we did them, we said you can't wash them for 5 days. And then, well, that's been done, so I'll give that a wash.
So, I'm having a little play today with the traction control on the bike. So I've turned it off because obviously I'm quite used to the bike now, and the tyres and stuff, so we're not going to go bonkers, but it'd just be nice to have a little play with letting the rear end out and seeing if it jumps and stuff. I mean, I rode the my MT-07, if you didn't know, didn't have any electronics at all on it. It's kind of just like riding that, you've got to be a bit more sensible, that's all. You don't have that traction control to save you. But so then folks, if you are this far into the video, you're clearly invested in the channel. Have a little chat about tours this year. I'm not going to go on and on about it, so I haven't really spoke about it yet. So this year I've got one tour booked already, and that's with the gentleman we're here today with, and that's going to be down to St Ives. So we're taking the 790 Duke down there, and we're going to go to Land's End. So this year it's Land's End trip, so St Ives. So we're going down there for 4 or 5 days over the Jubilee. And yeah, we're only stopping at one accommodation, so we're stopping there, dropping the luggage off, stopping at the same place all night, and then we're just going to go on different little loops out every day. Yeah, I tell you what though folks, I've got some cracking photos back there of the bikes we're out today with. I'll put them all at the end of this video. It's really, I've got some brand new bikes, brand new S1000s, brand new GS, it's all nice and ceramic coated, all nice and So I've just stopped off at a little truck stop. Can't see a name of it, but yeah, what a cracking day, honestly. Absolutely brilliant. Come out of Nottinghamshire, now we're to Lincolnshire, where a lot of people stop. So yeah, have a brew here and crack on with it. To Moor Town. Hopefully there's a fuel station, because I am 10 miles left on my reserve. So I've been on no miles on my tripometer for about 12 miles. I am running on fumes. So let's see if we make it. Just in 6th gear everywhere. Oh! This is the lowest I've ever been on petrol. Usually when it gets to 10, I've had it on 0 before, but obviously you know where you are. But fuel range, no miles. It's always nice to see. None. It's been like that for about 10 miles. Is it there? Thank F for that. When I came to you and I was like, oh yeah, fuel, I run 20. I got out of 10, I was like, where's this petrol station? I went to 0, I'm like, where's this petrol station? Not much in there. Rapeseed. Oh wow, look at them. Welcome to North Lincolnshire. So So we've been east, northeast, and now north. Well, here we are, folks. What a cracking dinner that was. Here at Guy Martin's pub. I still can't remember the name of it. And Hunter's chicken and chips. And honestly, it was bloody gorgeous. Give us a wave. There you go, the Marrowbone Cleaver. In northeast Lincolnshire, I do believe. Busy pub though, definitely a busy pub. Yeah, apparently Guy Martin used to be the stomping grounds, I think. Are you leading? 10 to 2 and that's it. Really got down here in some decent time, if I'm honest with you. Down here, had some dinner and off for 10 to 2. And we didn't even set off that early, to be honest with you, so made up for good time, just besides with the fuel scare, but what can you do, eh? Yeah, when I had that little bit of a fuel scare earlier, I looked in the tank. So I've been on 0 miles for about 12-13 miles, and there was still a little bit left in the bottom. It weren't completely empty. I had a little look inside with a lighter. No, I'm only joking. Humber Bridge, 12 miles. Tell you what, that is going to be a one windy ride today, because the winds died down a little bit, but by God, when you start getting high up, there you go, folks. What more could you want? A steady ride out in the sun, good banter, good food. The joys of the freedom of motorbiking. This is what it's about. Look at that beautiful British water. Cruise control.